Hi, I'm Dan Glickman. I'm a member of APCO's International Advisory Council and former Congressman, former Secretary of Agriculture, and a big advocate of global markets, international trade, which I think is important for the United States, for its farmers, manufacturers, and employees. A big part of our production in this country, it has to be exported around the world, and without access to open markets around the world, the economics would be much, much more difficult for people who produce food, who produce cars, airplanes, pharmaceuticals, or just about anything else. I would say that trade is a complicated issue because not everyone benefits from free trade. If you're in the new economies, if you're in the technology world, if you're in agriculture, if you're in aviation, there's certainly industries that just couldn't exist without open and free trade. But with globalization, there are a lot of other industries like manufacturing, automobiles, for example, or tractors, or other things where those jobs need fewer workers, in part because of technology and in part because the work can be done cheaper overseas. And my final point on trade is to recognize the importance of trade politically to America. That is, a country that engages in free and open trade is usually a stronger country that can exert its influence politically, diplomatically, economically, and if necessary, militarily. And a country that closes its borders unrealistically, a country that becomes excessively protectionist, is a country that becomes much weaker. So our job is, whether you're in the private sector or the public sector, is to make sure that we have open, free, and fair trade that takes care of some people's legitimate concerns about open trade, but still recognizes that a country with closed borders is a country that will become much weaker and economically much less powerful.